Hi. It's been a while. Don't know if you noticed or not, but it's a nice top one you got there.
I know. I know. Whose top is it? I don't know whose top it is. You know, I just found it on the street.
God. Okay, basically, I wanted to, say this is a nice tracksuit you got on. Because, yours truly designed it. Tracksuits, I have a few left, and t-shirts are out now. So by the time this video comes up, I will have a few available.
Okay. What did you want me to do? Knock your promo?
So let them know. No, you supposed to, give me props on the tracksuit and stuff.
I did already. You remember?
Yeah,
I had a whole marketing campaign and everything.
Is it?
Yeah.
Tracksuit is out now at this moment of time.
I wanted to show them the bottom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm very proud.
I have. This is my brand. I have a brown.
You should know that already, shouldn't you?
For newcomers, this is my brand. I have this in obviously black and in brown. The reason.
Yeah, but he didn't want to wear
why I didn't want to wear mine today.
Tell them.
Is because I've worn it so much. Within the week of it coming to my house, I wore it everywhere.
Did you?
I even wore it to my friend's football match.
But don't you think today
to and from the shop?
Today would have been today would have been the perfect day for him? I looked so bright.
But I had faith in you to wear it, and you did. So, thank you. So,
thank you very much.
But yeah, they're out now. Tracksuits out now. Okay. Even if you see this,
they're very high quality. There's zips in all the pockets, all 4 of the pockets. There's zips. Inside, it's like this fleece material, perfect for the winter. I should be on his marketing team because look at me.
I want this clip.
Look at me.
So I could put it.
Look at me selling your tracksuits.
On my page.
It's embroidered. Yeah. It's not. What's that thing called? Printed. Is it printed? It's embroidered, so it's not going to go anywhere when you wash it. You know? Do you know what I mean?
Call it you only. Her sister said, her little sister saw the tracksuit. Oh, you're wearing it. She went, good job.
And she did a little dance. She said, well done. Good job.
She done that. I was like, okay.
And when a 9-year-old gives you your props, you know you done a good job.
Yeah, they don't lie. They don't lie for no
Exactly. They don't lie at all. When I brought it home in the packet, she said, "Oh, is this the tracksuit? When's the kids' ones coming?" I said, "Next year's current." So this episode is current affairs.
Yeah.
This is current affairs because we wouldn't talk about current affairs. There's a lot of stuff that's been happening, and we might as well chat about it.
Call it silly and wild affairs. Nah, silly. No, because the first one is silly. But the second one's not silly. It's just serious. So call it silly and serious. But yeah. Well.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But we might have an episode every now and again will be current affairs. Because, society be society. And
yeah.
Okay, which one are we talking about first? Okay, so.
The
English.
The silly one.
Okay, so, right, last week, someone was scrolling through Twitter, innit?
Yeah, Twitter.
Yeah, someone was scrolling through Twitter and came across a video of a girl recording herself assaulting another girl.
But technically, I didn't watch it. Because I just I saw it, and the girl was in bed with covers on, So basically, it was a different video to what was going around.
Yeah.
It was the first bit. So the girl was hiding in her bed. And then I saw, because that's how you know. So basically, the girl had 2 knives, because the first video that I saw, the girl had a little knife like that big, and she's like that. And obviously the other girl's in the bed. So I just saw that. I was like, yep, nope, I'm not trying to see that. And then the second video, when she's all putting the camera to the side and that, that's what was going around.
Either way, the video is basically her filming herself assaulting a girl.
Yeah.
Reasons we really don't know, whether it was about her boyfriend or about her friend's boyfriend, because she says her friend's boyfriend, but then everyone is talking about it being her boyfriend. Whether or not the girl actually slept with anyone's boyfriend or not, we also don't know. Well, I don't know, because I don't delve too much into these types of stories, because honestly I really don't care.
It's the girl's boyfriend, because she said, my friend's boyfriend. And then she kept on saying, you tried to sleep with my man, are you mad? Are you bloody mad?
Yeah,
so she tripped up. She didn't want to say her boyfriend. Then she said her boyfriend. Then she kept on saying her boyfriend, so everyone caught on.
Well, and then everyone does what they do, you know, which is deep dive and found the boyfriend.
Yeah.
We don't need detectives when you have us, because our generation actually will find anything that they want to find. Anyways, found the boyfriend. But yeah, so she posted it to social media. She posted it to her Snapchat story. And then everybody screen recorded her Snapchat story and then put it everywhere else. Right? Cool. They ended up arresting her because of the incident. The video is now evidence. Cool. My whole thing was, why would you film it?
Bragging rights, innit? It's just a bit dumb, but her thing is just bragging rights.
But like, can't be bragging rights, because now you're in jail, babe.
Obviously, she didn't think like that, innit? She didn't think that.
But everyone should think like that.
She just didn't think that far ahead. She thought no one would say anything. She thought, like, I done this. And every single person on her Snapchat isn't like, basically they'll all agree with her kind of thing. Because think about it, if you're posting something online, whatever you do, you're going to think, yeah, this is good to post online. So she thought it was okay to post that, and it's clearly not, obviously. But she's not thinking like that. And I guarantee you, when police came, like, to her door or wherever she was, she'd be like, what did I do, kind of thing. Then she'll clock.
No, she knew she was in trouble. Because, right, so where I work, you know, London is small, everyone knows everyone. So she knew she was in trouble. She knew, right?
Now come, what happened?
We're not going to talk about it, because
Oh, for goodness sake.
I can't. I'm not going to out people's business. But she knew, she knew that there was going to be a situation, because you know that, like, what you've posted on social media, right? The girl ended up in an ambulance in the hospital because she had a stab wound in her hand and her thigh, right? Come, like, you've assaulted person, you know, and then you filmed it. I'm pretty sure she's smart enough to know. I'm 100% sure that anyone would be smart enough to understand that filming that and putting it on social media is gonna get you in trouble. Whether she understood the severity of the trouble that she would get into, I don't know. But you know it's going to get you in some kind of trouble.
Yeah.
Right? But the whole thing then boils back to you, why would you film it? Because whether or not, like, these situations happen all the time. So I work in like a youth club on certain days. And when I'm talking to them, it's like, whether or like these things happen all the time. They was like, oh my God. And I was like, no, don't worry, honey. Like, these things happen all the time. People are always fighting over their man for some reason or another. People are always doing, like, there's bad stuff in the world. People do bad things. Like, things happen. Do you get what I mean? But we've come to the point where everyone just needs feels a need to film everything to the
True.
point where you're committing a crime because it's a crime. You're
Yeah.
hurting someone, you're assaulting someone, and still feel the need to film it. And then had the time to boil the kettle, put the phone up, and then like talk.
She, like I said, she thinks she's in a. I don't know.
It's not a TV show. It's not a movie. Like, this is real life.
To embarrass the girl because she probably felt embarrassed, innit? So.
Yeah, but of course, I get, in that sense, I understand that, but there's just some videos that never needed to go onto social media at that point. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That could be a thing where, like, I remember when we was maybe secondary school and stuff, when people used to get, like, they would take, like, caught lacking on the road or whatever, and they'd take all their clothes, they'd film them, but the video would never go into social media unless they needed it to.
Yeah.
So it would be the thing where, yes, you're embarrassed, yes, you've got no clothes on, yes, you've had to walk home, whatever, but you would know that those people have that video. It wouldn't already be on social media, but they would have the video. So if you did anything else, then they would post it.
Yeah.
But you would never know who did it. You would never see anyone's face other than the person who was the victim. You would see their face. But everybody else had some form of, like, identity, clothing to hide themselves and stuff like that. Nowadays, it's just raw and real. Like, your whole face is in the camera. You've posted it to your own social media platform. Your name is there at the top of the screen. I thought we were better than this. Honestly, if you're going to do something, why would you film it? And we're not condoning doing, like, violent crimes and things like this. This is not what it's about. But it's common sense to not film it.
I think she knew what she was doing and she posted it because she felt embarrassed, and that was her kind of revenge in a way, and it's very dumb because as soon as everyone saw the video, everyone knew, yeah, now you're going to jail. Everyone knew. Clearly, she didn't until loads of people started commenting it. So.
Yeah, everyone said it. Everyone said it. Like, it's not. It's just, yeah. I don't know. And then on top of that, on, like, why are you fighting over a man? Why are you harming someone over a man? Over men? I'm sorry. There is no one, like, in that situation, is it not his fault?
Would make sense, innit? Well, clearly she don't.
If we were removing it from, like, that specific situation, right, and just saying a hypothetical, the hypothetical would be your boyfriend, the person that you are with, that you are with in a relationship, has gone and spoken to somebody else or slept with somebody else, and you're blaming the girl.
That's I'll be real. Like, when I watched it with you, that's the first thing that I thought. I was like, you're mad. Why are you mad at her? Why are you there? I just thought, why the fuck are you there? I just thought, why the fuck are you there? I was thinking, you didn't have the same energy for my man, did you? I was just watching it, and obviously, like, we carried on watching it, and then obviously she harmed the girl, like, she cut her and that, and then afterwards, like, she then got the kettle and threw the kettle on the girl.
No, she done the kettle first. So she threw the kettle water on her first, and then, like, the next videos were her standing over her with the knife. Trigger warning, bloody hell, trigger warning, sorry.
But the girl had her duvet over her, so the kettle water didn't touch the girl. But And girls still obviously.
No, that duvet saved her.
Yeah.
That duvet saved, because that would have been like 3rd-degree burns. If that kettle water touched her, that would have been really, 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 really bad. Not that the situation already isn't really, really, really bad, but that would have harmed like a lot. Like it's kettle water. Like that's scalding water, boiling water. Like you're not. Like. Yeah, you don't need to know the ins and outs of science to understand that it would have really burnt her skin. That duvet saved the girl. Like, it's just beat your boyfriend up. Like, if you're gonna be angry at anyone, be angry at the boyfriend. If you're gonna be mad at anyone, be mad at your boyfriend, because it was him who took himself to go and find next girls. And then also on that, it's like,
she clearly didn't see it that way, because the way she was moving like the girl was like bothering the guy. So then she went over there to defend her boyfriend. Like, just from that video alone, at that time, you can see.
Defend yourself. Can you defend yourself, Xad?
Yes, but
against a woman, can you defend yourself?
You're not understanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you can see how the girl's thinking. The girl's not thinking like that. You can generally see how she's acting.
I get that,
I'm
but
not
we're saying
defending
in a
her.
hypothetical situation.
I'm not
We're not talking about the
you
actual
know, I'm not
situation.
defending her at all.
Yeah, but in a hypothetical situation, you would be able to, like, there is no need for me to come and defend you against a girl that wants you. Like, that's your own. Unless she offends me, or unless it's my friend.
You think I don't know that?
No, I know. I get that. But, like, I'm not talking to you directly. Because we know that you know. You're fine. I'm not fighting. I'm also not fighting at all.
Yeah.
That's not my portion. I'm out. Like, yeah, but you would be able to, like, it's either she gets it or she doesn't. Unless she offends me or purposely knows, okay, cool, yeah, I'm gonna go for Xan because it's Zara's boyfriend, then I really don't care about her.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like I will have an issue, but to the extent where it's like, really? Like,
yeah.
It's not to the extent where it's like, all right, cool, bet, like, me and you. Like, I can't be asked. Like, I genuinely can't be asked. Like, the girls at the youth club, like, we were literally all sitting down. They were telling me their problems. We was chatting about it. We was having a big conversation. But, they was all like, for some reason, people seem to think that I'm going to be an aggressive girlfriend. Do I give aggressive girlfriend? I'm asking.
No, not aggressive. Defensive, yeah, not like, why you trying to, no. But like, yeah, no, if, like, you'd be like, no, don't do that. Like, no, stop. That kind of energy, not, what are you doing? Don't chat to him. So I see the way you're looking at it. Man, I don't really see you like that.
Not like the situation extent, but they think like I'm ready to fight a girl. I said, I'm really not. Like, where did you get this from? Have you seen the height of me? Like, I'm not. They're like, yeah, but I feel like you would have an argument over your boyfriend. I said, no, I would not. I wouldn't. You see me? Block and delete is my best friend. Like, what? Like, you would just never see me again. You start an argument, I'm like, bye. Like, I can't. I'm not arguing over any situation. If you wanted to leave, you could leave. Yeah, that's just not me. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I was always like this. But, like, I just never yeah. At this point, I have nothing to argue about. I have nothing to argue over. And it's not my property. Like, you're not my property. Like, humans are not other people's property. Do you get what I mean? Like, you have free will. You may do whatever pleases you. So, yes, I can be hurt and upset. But at the end of the day, that's your own. Like, all I can do is control my own emotions. So, I'm gonna, you know, take care of what I can, which is myself, and you may do whatever it is that you want to do. And they was like, oh, yeah, no, maybe that's true. And they're young in it, so maybe two of them are 18, and then year 9 and year 10. The other two girls, one's in year 9, one's in year 10. She was like, oh yeah, maybe the one in year 9 was like, oh yeah, maybe that makes a bit more sense. And I was like, because they just never thought about it like that. Like if you're in school, especially like, also I went to an all girls school, so we never went through like arguing with girls over boys in school because we didn't have any. So maybe that played a part in like why I think like that. But they're in school, so if the boy that they like goes to their school and they are literally witnessing like girls talk to the boy that they like or whatever, so it's more of a thing. And then it might be your friend who is talking to the boy you like. That, argue over that. Argue with your friend, because that's your friend, and I'm pretty sure she knows who you have a crush on or whatever. But other than that, but yeah, no, we're not fighting over our partners. Boys and girls alike. Would you like to talk about the next topic?
The next topic's more serious. Basically, there was a girl. I don't know what year she's in, but she's in secondary school. And obviously, I don't know everything, but I know majority of the bits. So basically, this specific school is known for, let's just say, it's racism in regards to like different types of people, but specifically black people. They like there's been loads of incidents over the years of obviously people saying the N-word and stuff to black people. But yeah, anyway, I came across a video of a pupil's parents attacking a black girl. And basically there was a parent attacking a black girl. She probably in like year 9, I think, like around like year 9, year 10, maybe even younger.
There's more. There was one. Sorry to cut you off. But there was one parent and then two girls, or a parent and another girl. But it wasn't just one parent. Like there are a few people hitting her.
Yeah. There was a parent, then there was the pupil, then there was the little sibling. Hitting the girl. Obviously the girl's like fighting them and stuff, like defending herself. And yeah, like I think the video's like 4 minutes long. But while the parent and the other siblings was fighting the black girl, there was 2 white men, and they was like crowding around the matter so that no one can like intervene with them fighting. So yeah, like everyone, obviously, you know how school is when there's fights, people just watching anyway and stuff. But yeah, the parent and one of the children that goes to school and the sibling was just like fighting with her and stuff. Yeah, she just obviously defending herself like for like a minute. Like it weren't like okay, yeah, like we got her now, let's stop. Like it looked like they generally wanted to cause her serious harm. And then literally a couple of weeks after, I don't know what they done with the girl, with the white girl that attacked the black girl, with obviously with her mum and her parents. But what I do know is they excluded the black girl from school, and the school hasn't heard the parents of the black girl hasn't heard anything from the school. So I find that a bit weird, and everyone found out who the white girl's mum is. Everyone knows what she looks like, because obviously people do their research and stuff. And then literally, I think like 2 days after, there was another video, and I'm pretty sure you saw that as well, of like a lot of have you heard of Forever Family?
The who?
Forever Family.
No.
It's a black organized group that like they basically help the black community, if that makes sense. So like you see with the stuff like the Black March and with like Trafalgar Square and stuff like that, they were there. Obviously cases like this, they help out other black people. Yeah, they went to the school along with other black people that generally cared about the situation and stuff, and obviously parents from that school that have black peoples and other peoples from other ethnic backgrounds and stuff. And yeah, there was even just like random people that came to support the head teacher. They basically got the head teacher to come outside the school. The head teacher came outside the school, and he didn't look like he gave a toss. And there was a video of there was a young black lady, and obviously they was asking the victim what happened, and obviously other people's what happened. And long story short, basically the head teacher just let them punch her up, and then after the fight was finished, she had like 3 or 4 extensions on the floor because they was pulling her hair and stuff. Yeah, so long story short, the head teacher laughed when he saw the people's hair on the floor.
He didn't laugh, because that is not what happened in the video.
Well, that's what the woman said.
He didn't laugh. Don't make it worse.
Okay,
In the video, basically, right? Cool. They come to school. They've attacked her. It was not a fight. They attacked her. That's an attack, right? They've attacked her, and like you said, they've basically, like, no one cared. Like, everyone's kind of standing there watching. People are filming. Obviously, that's why we got the video on social media. And then in one of the videos, the head teacher basically walks past. Like, he walks past. He doesn't give a toss. I didn't see him laugh. I can't tell you what I didn't see. If someone says that he did laugh. What I'm
saying is there's another video with the Forever Family and that, when all the different parents was asking.
Yeah, but that's not the same day, is it?
No, I know. No, it's not the same day. But what I'm
about.
saying is, one lady asked the pupils that was there what happened, and they said
I get that, but I understand what you're saying. But I'm saying the only thing that we can comment on is what we saw, and we only saw what happened in the video. I couldn't tell you what the pupils saw. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If they were there and they saw that, then that's their testimony to tell. But I wasn't there. So I'm only going to go by what I saw. And what I saw was him walk past, didn't give a toss in the world. And then obviously, basically after they finish, or someone kind of ends up intervening, then they leave and her extensions are on the floor. And the head teacher's kind of like standing there trying to have a conversation. Like, it was not like nothing was done. But that's kind of how the situation went. Obviously, it's gone up to social media. We've all seen it. There's been an uproar. People have decided that they were going to the school. The school's in Ashford. Decided that they were going to the school to protest. And that's what you're talking about. They were filming him, getting him to come outside of the school. A lot of people have been on social media trying to get him sacked. They believe that he should be fired. The head teacher should be fired. And I'm not saying I disagree. And it's been a big thing amongst like teachers in schools, and specifically obviously we're all mad, like everyone's angry. Well, everyone should be angry with that situation because that's not how it should have been dealt with in the first place. Never should have got to that point at all. But a lot of youth workers that I was talking to are really angry with the situation. Basically, I've been on a course for the last 2 days and it's been a lot, but the course was for my mental health first aid qualification for young people. And so there was a lot of youth workers on the course, and we was talking about the situation, and a lot of youth workers were really upset with the fact that teachers aren't taught how to deal with these types of situations. Obviously, they're taught how to teach, they're taught what to teach, they're taught how to get a child to pass a test, but they're not taught about children in the depth that they should be, like the depth that they should understand young people. Youth workers have to understand young people. Well, they don't, but once you're in it kind of thing. Like, you're in the trenches, you're in the youth clubs, you're around the young people. You have to learn how to deal with them and how to talk to them and understand what they're going through in a certain way. Otherwise, you're not going to get through to them at all, because that's the profession that you picked. Teachers don't have to do that. A lot of youth workers were talking about other situations that they know from kids that have like been bullied, been abused in school, and teachers have done nothing, absolutely nothing. They've had to take their children out of the school because there's nothing to hold the teachers to it. Like, that head teacher, if it didn't go up to social media, that head teacher doesn't have to do anything. There's no act that says that he should be intervening in fights and things like that, because that isn't a job of a teacher. Does that make sense? They haven't labeled it as a job of the teacher. The job of the teacher is to teach you your education and get you out of the test.
When the parents are so in.
Yes, of course. Yes, that's why, like, when they sent like a letter, you know, like how schools send you a school letter about an incident. They sent a letter out, and a girl has put it on social media, and the letter basically said, the police have been informed, they came, they have been arrested, 2 people have been arrested for the incident, the police are taking care of it. That's literally all they will do. They won't fix anything in the school, right? And clearly a lot in the school needs to be fixed, because if we've gotten to a point where people can be assaulting a child because of her race, that means that there is some kind of racism happening in the school, distinct, like a real amount of racism happening in the school, to the point where people think it's okay to come outside her school and beat her up, and know that nobody else is going to get involved in the incident because clearly they are also racist. Do you see what I'm saying? Why is she sitting in class, for instance, and getting bullied already? Like, how do we get to this point? Like, what was the precursor to get to the point where people think it's okay to do that? Why was they not educated? Why were they not understood? Why did no one not explain that it's not okay to do that racism is not all right in school? Like, none of that was taught, because they don't have to teach it. They don't have to teach it. They don't have to explain to you why people are different in the world. Like, you don't have to teach that. Do you get what I mean? I feel like the only place that we kind of got some of that, some schools did like citizenship, isn't it? They said citizenship studies.
No.
Some schools did. I knew people that did citizenship.
No, it's geography.
Yeah, and like RE. If you went to a religious school, then you kind of did RE, and that's kind of where, like, by default, you would have to learn about other people. Other than that,
geography as well.
Geography, they would teach you. Well, I don't know. I never did geography, but in my geography class when I did, you know, before you pick your GCSEs, it was more of a where are the countries.
No, it's GCSE geography. You know about how people live, types of people that live there, all of that,
like their
LEDs,
cultures and.
Yeah, because it's statistics, so you need to know. Obviously, it's just like data, but obviously the more research you do, the more you find out how it is over there.
Yeah, but does it give you empathy?
Yeah.
So it's very different. So my thing is, sorry, go on. Finish.
No empathy is like, they're living like this, you should feel sorry for them. It's like, okay, they're less fortunate. Oh wow. Okay, now I see. It's not like a thing of they teach you to be like to feel sorry for them. Nah, they just show you how they're living. It's up to you if you obviously really care or if you don't care, but you just see how they're living. Like there'll be videos of how people are living and stuff, so it's for your own eyes to see. Main part of geography is obviously to know different parts of the world and understand different parts of the world, but you'll never get taught to obviously do the right thing, and obviously how you can help them, and if you feel sorry for them, you don't get questions like that in geography.
Yeah, but it's not feeling sorry for someone.
Nah, no.
So
okay.
So people like they can show someone a video of the kids in Africa like they do usually. You know, they show the adverts on the TV all the time, and you feel sorry for them. Like they make people want to feel sorry. Like that is not empathy. Empathy is understanding a person's situation, wanting to understand a person's situation, putting yourself in their position and going, okay, cool, I can understand. Like I will try to understand. You might not get it, you're never going to get it, but you try to make sense of what they're going through and be there for them, whatever they need. That's empathy. Empathy is, okay, cool, you're here, I'm going to come to you and be there with you. I might not understand how we got here or what the situation that brought us here, because I might not have experienced it, probably wouldn't have, but I'm going to sit with this emotion with you. I'm going to be here with you in that situation. People don't do that. Like, people will see someone and go, oh, I feel sorry for where you're at. That's not having empathy. That's sympathy. No one wants sympathy. Do you see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the kind of thing that geography creates. It's like sympathy. Oh, the people around the world, they feel like this. Okay, cool, great. I understand that. That's the fact. That's the statistics, like you're saying. But empathy is different. Like, I ended up making friends with people that looked different than me and had different religions than me because they were in my school, not because the teacher created an environment for that to happen. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what I mean by, like, it's not a teacher's, they're not made to do that. I get that they're not made to do that, but that's what it causes. If you don't create a space for everyone to understand that people are different and that they are worth just as much in this world than you, then you don't see them as such. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They'll be like, oh, I have sympathy for the kids in Africa. Great. But what about the black girl sitting next to you? Yeah. Like, you don't see her as equal to you. That's a problem. Yeah. That's why you're sympathizing for the kids in Africa. It's like, oh, boo-hoo, poor them. Yeah. But they're actually fine. Like, that's not what they need. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's just, yeah, that's my thing. I don't think teachers get taught that, because we both know that teachers don't know. Like, they'll come out straight out of we've both been there, come straight out of university, come into school and have absolutely no clue how to deal with kids. Mm-hmm. Absolutely no clue how to deal with kids. They don't know what you're going through, specifically like inner city kids, specifically London. They don't know what you're going through. They don't know how to empathize with you. They don't even relate with you. Yeah. So when you are going through things, because you're a teenager, because you're going to go through it anyway, they can't help. They don't know what to do. Yeah. And then you lot are fighting for whatever reason. Girls used to fight in my school because someone's hair looked different. Someone acted a bit different. Some, like, race stuff, religion stuff. You're fighting and they're like, well, what do we do? Yeah. Unless they've lived it, understood it, that's the only reason why a teacher really became equipped for that stuff. But they're not taught to do that stuff. So if that man's racist, the head teacher, then the whole school ends up being racist. Yeah. Because he's racist and he promotes that in everything that he does. He might not think he does, but clearly that's what it resulted in. Yeah. You see what I mean? A poor girl getting attacked outside of your school and you doing nothing but going, the police has been involved. Yeah. Okay, but now what? How do you change the ethics and the morals of the kids that come to the school every single day? How do you help the child that has been attacked? Nothing. You excluded her.
Silly enough. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it showed that they didn't care. So
didn't give a toss. And they genuinely don't. They don't give a toss. They don't give a toss about anything that isn't teaching. Like, but that's teaching. Like, whether or not you think it's curriculum, it's teaching. It's life lessons. You need to know these stuff. You need to understand that. Like you are creating human beings that are going to become adults, not just workers. Like, I don't think, I have a very big issue with education and schooling, but that's a different conversation. That's a different conversation. We could talk about that for hours and hours and hours. But yeah, that is what has been happening recently. Is there anything else? Recent wise? I don't think so. I mean, we could always check, but we do another episode.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's nothing to my mind.
Yeah, but that's my thing. How do you feel about the situation? Because I've given my rant. I've got it off my chest. I didn't know if you wanted to say anything else.
No. If I'm being honest, I'm not shocked for how they dealt with it. Like, schools like that, schools in general are like that. It's not just that place. Schools in general are like that. Like, there's some people are humane enough to understand situations and stop a parent attacking the pupil. Some people aren't. Stuff like that can happen anywhere. So my thing is just how society is. Me personally, I'm not surprised. I'm grateful that obviously the girl had a backing after the incident. Obviously, we like for her to have a backing before the incident. But I'm glad that I felt like I'm not the only one that felt that way about it in regards to what happened. Yeah, man, like, I don't know, like, it's not a thing that surprises me. It's just the only thing that surprised me is the backing that she got, and I'm grateful that she got that backing, to be honest with you. But yeah, other than that, it's not, I don't want to see that, innit?
Yeah. I mean, but it goes back to what we was talking about, how I was saying, I think it goes back to what we was talking about with the whole, yes, in that situation, it's very positive that it ended up going on social media because of the backing that she get, which she probably wouldn't have if it wasn't recorded. However, if the person who was recording knew that it was an issue, clearly, the fact to post it, why didn't you get involved instead of picking up the phone?
I don't know. It could have been a kid, innit?
Yeah, but it's like this whole. I understand we're in the era of pick up your phone and film everything, but sometimes that's really negative. The thing that you're filming, you could have stopped. The thing that you're filming, you could have prevented. I'm not, like you're saying, that could have been a student and therefore definitely do not get involved. Maybe filming it was absolutely the best option. But we're constantly doing it. Like, our first reaction is to pick up anything and film and actually not deal with the situation or get involved in it as if everything's a movie. That's not a movie. It's horrific. She's being attacked. No one wants to see that. But if you didn't film it, she wouldn't have got, any kind of backing.
Yeah. So,
pros and cons to the filming everything. Especially like what we're talking about, the first story compared to the second one.
Yeah.
Not everything needs to be filmed. But, yeah. I agree. I'm grateful that, there is still some kind of humanity that finds that stuff unsettling, because we are getting really, really desensitized to all of this stuff. Yeah. It's normal to see a fight. It's normal to see someone hurt someone. We play the games. We watch the movies. People die all the time. Like, we are really, really getting used to this stuff, and we shouldn't be. But yeah, I think that was our current, what I call it, current affairs. That's our current affairs episode for the week, for the month, maybe next month we do another one.
Yeah, hopefully there's more funny videos than all this rubbish.
Serious. Yeah. But I think this will be a new segment, so you might get once. Yeah, we might do it once a month, but then we have to keep track of everything that's happened, because usually we don't. Like, we talk about it and then we forget to bring it here.
Yeah.
So we need to start like, okay, cool, that happened. I'll put it in the notes for the episodes so that we can have a once a month kind of current affairs. Okay, cool. I'm very happy. Well, yeah. Good.
Yeah. See you lot. Whatever we see you lot.
Why do you always act like I'm just not gonna post it?
You might not. No, joking. You will, but obviously I'm not gonna say see you lot next week, because it might not be next week. It could be tomorrow. It could be an hour after this. It could be whatever. So see you lot. See you in it. What? You never know.
Whatever.
It's good.
Bye.
Bye.
How is it good?
Element of surprise.
For you.
Like, ooh, it's out. Ooh.
That's not
Get
okay.
that in.
No.
Get that in.
No. No.